So I'm here, Bloodstock open air with Jay, headliners, Twisted Sister. Obviously, Heaven and Hell were meant to be playing this evening,
Yes.
but obviously can't because the tragic news.
Yes.
What part did
That's
Dio...
one way a reunion cannot happen.
No.
When a band member is not here.
No.
So Ronnie was we played with Ronnie a lot. I mean, our first tours when we were signed in 1983 we were with Ronnie throughout the Northeast. And so he was the first big act that we ever toured with. When we got our gold record from Atlantic Records, we were opening for Ronnie that day. I mean, there's so many dates with Ronnie that are historically important to Twisted Sister's career. He was one of the most gracious, sweetest, nicest guys. You know, forget the fact that as a musician and as a singer, he was wonderful. He was just a great person. You know, losing a person like that is a shame. He was just a great, great, great guy, and it was tragic what happened. And we're really honored that they asked us to fill in and take that slot here because that's the headlining slot in this festival. And we hope that we do Ronnie's memory proud.
What is your opinion kind of on how rock music has progressed over the years and sort of what it's like today?
You know, when you become a, quote, classic band or a classic artist, people always ask you, what do you think of today or what do you think of the evolution? You know, I don't know if it matters what I think about it. It is what it is. I mean, there's a lot of music out there. Some good, some bad. It's no different than it was 20 years ago, no different than it was 40 years ago, no different than it was 100. I mean, it is what it is. So you have a lot of choices these days. Unfortunately, record companies have fallen apart, so new bands don't have the opportunity to be successful the way we did. Gold records and platinum records meant something. There was a goal to have. That whole thing is over with now. I'm really blessed with a 38-year career. I did not think I'd have it going back, 1973. Here we are in 2010, headlining more festivals than I think any other band. I mean, recently I looked at our schedule. Since we reunited, we've played 115 shows. We've headlined 87 of the world's biggest festivals. There is no way, if you asked me 10 years ago, would I think that would happen? I would say, no way. We don't talk to each other. We hate each other. We broke up. Here we are 10 years later. We've released 3 CDs, 4 DVDs, and we are probably the world's #1 festival headliner right now. The phrase, it's called party like a rock star. It's not party like a bricklayer. It's not party like a construction worker. It's not even party like a soccer champion. It's party like a rock star, which means all those people out there want to be me. They want to be up on that stage and they want to feel what I'm feeling. How can I go on that stage and do anything less than be 100% for those people when they expect so much?
Do you have any advice to any bands who, like you, are so keen to get involved in the industry and get their band out there?
Seriously, when I talk to younger bands, what I say to them is this. When I was 20, the rules were this. And now you're 20 and the rules are this. I mean, you have to function within the rules, right? So the rules have changed. It doesn't mean it's impossible. It just means it's a different paradigm. That paradigm, I don't necessarily have to worry about that because my career is set.
Yeah.
You have to worry about that. So therefore, a 20-year-old in a band today will be smart enough to figure it out. And if he's not smart enough, or she, they won't have a career.
Now, is there any news on a follow-up to 2006 cover Christmas album?
Making a record is not on the agenda. You make a record if you're a career band. Take Judas Priest, Def Leppard, Iron Maiden, Motley Crue. They perceive themselves as current acts. We're a current act too. The difference is that they still feel that they need to make a record, express themselves artistically, even though the records don't sell anywhere near what they used to. Well, we don't tour. We can't tour. We never have been able to since the reunion. We can't. So we only play 12 or 15 shows a year. We can play our songs, our hit songs from our 5 albums. Everyone's happy. We go home happy. I got news for you. Rock bands have 2 parts in their lives. One is what they make on record, and the other is the quality of the live performance. We have decided at this point in our careers to fully invest ourselves in our live performance. And we invest ourselves totally. We are not a nostalgia show. We're not an oldies act. We're a contemporary rock band that goes on stage and takes no prisoners every single night. The day that I walk up and go, oh, my back, my hip, my leg, or whatever, then I'm going to quit. We go out on that stage to give the best show we can to the 10 or 20 or 30 or 40,000 people out there. That's what we do for a living. And I am proud to do that for a living. I make no excuses about it. We only work 15 or 20 times a year at most. At most. We just discovered South America, or rather South America just discovered us, which is a huge thing for us. We've never been there, which means we could probably tour there for the next 20 years. And so that'll be the new thing we're doing this year. All the guys in Twisted have side projects. My side project this year is I'm doing a project called the Pink Burst Project. If you go to within the next month or so, you'll be able to go to my website, which is jjfrench.com or pinkburstproject.org, and I'm going to be doing a auction fundraiser of one-of-a-kind guitars and amplifiers to raise money for the hospital in Boston that does research for this eye disease. So that's where I'm putting my efforts for the end of the year.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you ever so much for giving me your time,
Thank
JJ.
you very much.
Thank you, JJ.
And bye
Twisted
from
Sister.
sunny, warm England.
For once. Yeah.